Should the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder retire? Wow. Gosh, man. This is a very sensitive question. This is a question that I feel like it's none of my business most of the time. This is a question that I can't really answer it in one sentence, if you get what I'm trying to say. It's a question whereby I'm going to have to tell you a few things. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Like, first of all, fighting is no easy task. Fighting is a young man's sport as well. Let's get that straight. The younger you are, the better you will be at fighting usually. And when I mean young, I mean, your 20s, maybe early 30s. But when you start clicking, when you start getting closer to 40, 50, whatever, blah, 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 50, you don't even want to fight at all. You know what I mean? I'm not sure exact age Deontay Wilder is, but that's kind of irrelevant in the next point that I'm trying to say. You have to understand something here. Deontay Wilder is probably one of the luckiest boxers that I've ever seen. And the reason why I say that is Deontay Wilder is not your most technical guy. He's not this, he's not that. The guy just has one eraser, and that's knocking people out. That's all he knows how to do. He's not as technical as all these other guys like Tyson Fury, Usyk, obviously, all these other fighters. He's not as technical as them, not even half as technical as them. He just knows how to knock people out, and that has been working for him over and over and over again. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that can only work for you for so long before people start figuring you out. That is just the name of that beast. That is how it works. So Deontay Wilder can still be knocking people out. But the guys at the upper echelon, it's going to be difficult for him just to knock him out at this stage. There's a lot of videos on Deontay Wilder, how to avoid his punch. You need to pressure the guy. Pressuring Deontay Wilder is the trick. One of the tricks to beating him. Put that pressure on. Put that pressure on. He doesn't know how to fight backwards, really. He doesn't really know how to fight backwards. You put that pressure on, it struggles a little bit. But if you allow him that space to swing at you, you're gone. But most experienced fighters, most really, really good fighters, technical fighters won't allow that. Obviously, like, he put Tyson Fury down once or twice, but Tyson Fury learned from that. If you watch their very last fight, the way he dismantled Deontay Wilder, he learned from that. So people are just going to be learning from that as they move on, Don't get me wrong, Deontay Wilder is still probably top 5 boxers or top 6 heavyweight. He's probably still that. But the kind of guy Deontay Wilder is, that guy wants to be a champion and a champion only. He doesn't want to be fighting the other guys just for a paycheck. From what I know anyway, and from what he says himself, he wants to fight just the top guys. But I don't think he can keep up at this stage. I really don't think he can keep up. Because they have to figure on the guy out. You can't have just one eraser all the time. At some stage, that eraser doesn't work on everyone. Should he retire? No. That is the answer to my question. I would say a big no. I think there's still some fight for him to fight at the heavyweight. Someone like Dylan White, right? That would be a good fight. I'm sure you guys would like to watch Deontay Wilder, Dylan White in Riyadh. I'll be watching that live. Who else can I pick for Deontay Wilder? Derek Chisaro. Jerry Chisaro, Deontay Wilder, man. Live. Riyadh. I'll watch that as well. He still has some fights he can take, but the championship aspirations is gone down the drain. That's what I think. Because it's very predictable. Deontay Wilder is very predictable what he's going to do. You need more. You need more in your toolbox to be able to get to that top. You need more in your toolbox. And also the age is a factor, as I said. And when you get finished as well, once or twice, and that fight against Fury took a lot out of him, I have to say. That's a good point to mention. That fight wasn't easy. It took a lot out of the two guys, actually. Fury can never be the same the way he was. Of course, Fury is still one of the top guys. I'm not comparing Fury with Deontay Wilder at the moment, no. What I'm saying is the fight definitely took something out of him. You know when you play in a Street Fighter game or something and you get a kick and you know the way the life is shortening and shortening or whatever, it's shortenings and shortens. Something like that is after zapping some life out of Deontay Wilder. A lot more than Tyson Fury. I think that fight really made a difference. Especially at that age as well, the accumulation of knockouts, accumulation of punches, the wear and tear on the body. It's not easy, like, you know what I mean? So, for a fact, he's never going to be a champion, I don't think. I don't think he's never going to be. But he shouldn't retire. He should definitely shouldn't retire. He's still entertaining. People still want to watch him fight. He's still the Bronx Bomber, for crying out loud. I don't know why people think because he can't be a champion, he still can't fight, or because someone is not at the top anymore, the person is gone or finished. Nah, this is sport. It's difficult. There's time for everything. It's like a train moving. You get on the train, you come off the train, you get on the train. That's how it is. That's life, man. You know what I mean? No one is going to be a champion forever. Usyk, the current heavyweight champion, someone is going to beat him if he doesn't retire at some stage quickly. That's how the beast, that's just how it works. It's the fighting game. It's a young man's sport. It's your time today. It's not your time tomorrow. It's as simple as that. Deontay Wilder's time is not today, but he can still give us some entertaining fights. And I'll pay to watch as well. I'll pay for the pay-per-view. I'll go see him live if I have the opportunity. 100%. I'm a big fan of Deontay Wilder. I'm a big fan of most fighters. I'm not going to lie to you. I like almost every fighter. Because what's there not to like? These guys are risking their life for my own entertainment. Come on. Even for that reason alone, I love every fighter. Like it's a no-brainer for me. So Deontay Wilder, man, I wish him the best of luck. I'm sure he's gonna be back stronger. Not necessarily be a champion, but back stronger anyways. And there's one more thing I was gonna say about Joshua, him and Joshua. A couple of years back, me and my friends were talking about who is going to win a fight, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Back then, I would have definitely picked Deontay Wilder. I was very convinced Deontay Wilder was going to beat Anthony Joshua. That was back then. But now, I'm kind of switching a little bit to Joshua's side, because I think Joshua is more in form now. I think Joshua has found himself one more time. He has one more goal at that title shot. He has that one more goal. I think Joshua will beat Deontay Wilder now, but he needs to be careful. Deontay Wilder still has that eraser. And when I mean I think Joshua is going to beat him, it's a 55% to 45%. It's not a 70% to 30%. It's by a slim margin because that eraser, because as you know, Joshua could be stiff sometimes. Joshua is one of the greatest as well. But sometimes it could be stiff, and if you give Deontay Wilder only needs one punch, man. Just one punch. That's what a guy needs. Like, he doesn't need two punches, just one. That is the scary thing about him. Like, you know what I mean? So you need to be careful. But again, that is all he has. If you can shut that down, the knockout power, shut it down, you have a very, very high chance, a really, really high chance for that matter, and pressure him. Make him fight backwards, which Joshua can probably do. So these are all speculations at the end of the day. This is why I love combat so much. You know, there's a lot of speculations you can do all day. You guys know yourself who is going to win this, who is going to win that. Should this guy retire? Is this guy still good enough? Blah, blah, blah. Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? That is what makes you wake up and want to watch this fight and see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? You have it in your head, oh, I think this is going to happen. And then you watch it. You want to see if it actually happens. And if it happens, you'll be like, yes, I told you so. And if it doesn't happen, you'll be like, okay. Anyways, guys, hit that bell and give a thumbs up. And I will be seeing you guys very soon at the next video. Take care.